It's Malcolm, man, big brother,
Yeah.
aka Malcolm Westley, Kyra Williams' big brother. And ever since 2014, when he originally got incarcerated, man, him and a couple of his co-defendants, we've been tapped into this case since day one. And that we just need a fair shake. And it don't matter who out there listening and who could say something to somebody else that may know something, you know what I'm saying? Everything that we say is on public documents. So it's not nothing that that's hidden. It's out there. It's just not exposed. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the incarcerations that go on with a lot of black people is because they don't know things and they submit to certain things because a lot of people are not really willing to fight for them.
What up? This your boy Jupac, man. One half of Vibers Only.
And it's your boy Goode Street Sound 985, the other half. And it's coming live to you from the Goode Street podcast.
You know the vibe. Sitting on me ever since we talked that day, bro.
Man, let me tell you something, bro.
And I know what you going through. That's your little brother. That's your little brother, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Like can't rest, man.
Man, that's your little brother. Like
That's-
it's different
man,
being a big brother.
Now, the whole thing about this is, what got me is, he basically just wrapped everything up in a nutshell. But the furthermore, the situation is us on the outside trying to fight for him, bro. Never gave up on nothing, bro. If he wrong, he got his hands caught up in the cookie jar. Then, hey, he a man. He
Right.
He
He
Right.
gonna take it.
That's
He
the
built
era.
like that.
That's the era
He
we
built
come
like
from,
that.
though, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's like if you wrong, we ain't telling, we ain't doing all that. I
take your
fucked
lick
up.
and you gonna go do your time. You lay down. You know
fucked
what
up.
I'm saying? But anytime you fighting, bro, and they paint you a negative light, bro.
Give me a fair fight, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They paint you in a negative picture.
Right.
Listen, this is crazy because even before all of this ended up happening, bro, when he first got arrested, dude, Jared Larpenter got in the newspaper talking about, oh yeah, they didn't arrested a drug ring. Like, what you mean? Like, how you know this was a drug ring? You know what I'm saying? Then you saying, oh yeah, he didn't got it shipped from Mexico. This all in the paper.
Come
Look
on,
it up.
man.
I'm telling you.
You got those articles?
Public documents. Yeah, I could send you the link. I
I
can't make this up, dude.
you know.
He said that my brother got it from Mexico, got it shipped over here to the States, and they intercepted it.
And see, it's important to
So
know.
how you gonna get? Oh, I'm sorry.
I ain't mean to cut you off either, bro, but it's crazy because when you not doing shit, you don't pay attention to all the other shit that's going on. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
And you wouldn't make the correlation how a mistake package could have your ass in the feds, but if this person and that person, this one been getting busted all around, man, I don't, you know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
know that. You know what I'm saying? Like I read the script and I see what speculatively could have happened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It literally went somewhere else. It could have been just for that person.
Right.
If it was like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But none of them sitting where he at because he a stand-up guy and he telling you he don't know. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
That's it. What you want me to tell you something that I don't know?
Well, look, hey, if you want me to lie,
I can't lie on another man
I can't
like
lie
that.
on nobody.
oh yeah, trust me. It's when we went to that trial, it was a shit show. And
I can't lie on no other man. I don't know.
The witnesses that they put on the stand lied. They lied. You could
But
look-
and that's y'all family, right?
yeah, but you could look at the inconsistencies.
And
You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
want, like I'm not big on putting people shit out there or whatever.
Right.
But it's like, bro, you gonna have to see me again one day.
Right.
Well, they don't count on that. They count on not seeing your.
But it's like even with the sentencing and everything, nigga, I'm coming home one day, like,
Right.
what you gonna do? Like,
Hey.
duck your head? You think I'm gonna just like be done forget? What's
Be the bigger person.
What's I will? I
Turn the
will.
other cheek. Yeah.
I probably will, but it's
but
like,
you know what?
That shit eat you up on the inside.
It
bro.
really do. It really do. Mentally, but you know what? Spiritually, and I'm gonna be honest with you, man. My brother is a real solid dude, man. You know what he said? Because I'm out here.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Punch the shit out.
Yeah, trust me. I already had that in my mind. I was gonna try and find him and do the most disrespectful stuff possible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Spit in my hand, smack you across the face, type stuff. You know what I'm
That's
saying? Like
pretty
that type
disrespectful.
stuff.
About to bring you out to it. Yeah, you know,
I'm challenging you to a duel.
Right.
That type of stuff. I got my brother shipped away. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Brought me out to now, I'm bringing you all the way out.
Right, but you know what my brother told me, bro? He said, "Man, you ain't got to worry about that. Pray for him." He said, "Pray for him."
He on a different level, bro.
Yeah, you want to know why he said that though? And it made the perfect sense possible. He said, man, the type of people that they are, even if they get out, they don't know nothing else. They gonna put themselves back in there.
Right.
You don't have
and
to
that
do
shit
nothing.
eat people. Man, look,
It's crazy.
you know, like it's a lot of people that done shit to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I felt like wronged me, and I just brushed that shit off.
Right.
And because, bro, at the end of the day, it's like it's not worth me doing something that's gonna cause harm to myself and my family, and taking me away from my kids and shit like that over shit that I can replace money. You know, it's just not worth it to me. You know.
Well, the shit is, Sonny, it is life. You know what I'm saying? And you got to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Some of your life lessons is just your lessons. You can't really crash out behind a life lesson. You're supposed to learn that shit.
Right.
Nigga, did you wrong? See, look, I tell people like this, man. Time, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Time not y'all friend. You do me wrong, bro, get the right amount of time, that shit go come back around and you gonna need me.
Before I need you.
You know what I'm saying? I like to let time get in between situations.
You have to.
Correct.
Just so I don't do nothing crazy.
Exactly.
That's like the only thing, like you said, I like how you put that, because you gotta put time in between.
Anything.
You gotta put time in between something happening
Because
and a reaction.
Your first reaction,
You gotta put time in between.
It ain't gonna be a good one.
And it might be raw. It might be right on a basic level.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You disrespect me, I hit you.
Right.
Like, yeah, on a basic level, that shit go get you to stop disrespecting me at some end. Even if you beat my ass up, you ain't gonna do this nigga hit me if I disrespect. Right. But on a grander scale, man, it's like, that's what I gotta worry about. Damn, if I just hit this nigga might be,
pull
you
a
know
pistol
what I'm
on me or something.
Right.
So you
And
one
like,
up me, you know what I'm saying?
It's like nobody trying to get publicly humiliated. Even putting, that's why I be like, I don't want to know no name. Even putting people's names out there, man.
Right.
People be feeling some type of way about you letting people know that they fucked up. Like, people be, man, they ain't had that to say. Like, you did that bitch ass shit.
You did it to me. I had it to say.
You know? But I applaud where he at, and it take a certain level of peace and just to be there, bro. You know, like, man, that's why I'm glad he told me the same thing. I was like, what about them? He was like, man, I ain't worried about them dudes, man. I'm good. I'm just trying to get this and get out of here.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's 99% of his fight right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just getting them to see the case exactly for what it is.
And it's a long battle, bro. But when that dude make it out of this, bro, it's, man, look, sky the limit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna be in such a headspace to where it's like, man, you can't stop him.
He gotta it's already unlocked, because we done talk business, we done talk all kind of shit. He like, boy, when I get out of here,
like you say, I done been to hell, man. I've been to hell.
And the thing about that, we was already on that before
Right.
he got incarcerated.
Right.
We was already on that mind frame. So they basically took it wasn't just my brother, it was my partner. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we was in the process of flipping a house. You know what I'm saying? And they took that mid-construction. And we had to take that money. And a lot of that money that we was using to help him fight. You know what I'm saying? Lawyer fees and
Boy,
everything.
that legal system bleeds you fast.
Incarceration fees, all of that, man. Like, it's crazy, dude.
That's something I be won't get on. Like I just had I had a ticket I had to pay recently. Got into the accident, had to pay a ticket for filing too close. But it's like, who the fuck set the prices for this shit? Son?
Yeah,
this
bro.
shit is outrageous.
I just cleaned my driving record. I had some shit I had to pay out. My license was suspended. Mm-hmm. And on the paper, the dude was like, such and such charge running the red light, 5-day jail sentence suspended for. I'm like 5 days, nigga, for $247. But next time I might go to jail for 5 days.
I'm gonna do 5 days. Yeah, right? Definitely.
I'm gonna go to jail for 5 days. Fuck that.
But dog, like a ticket, man, like ticket prices, court costs, all that shit, man. Why that shit so fucking high?
And it varies up in every parish, and it also varies up in every state.
Son,
it's crazy.
Same thing. I went to court in all these parishes. And the shit was crazy. I thought the nigga was trying to scam me. Never trust a bald head nigga in a loose suit. Nigga, suit was too loose.
Nigga, you just got picked. You got drafted by the Hornets.
I went get my shit. Nigga like best caller. I went get my shit, like print out of my charges and shit. And nigga was like, "You need some help with that, brother?" I'm like, "What you mean?" He's like, you look like you got a little traffic case. You know, I'm such and such attorney.
Nigga like, I actually do need a lot of help.
Look,
but I'm
that
scared.
Nigga say, "Man, let me look at it. Let me see." Nigga showed me all his credentials and shit. That shit said $1,798. That dude said, I could take care of this for you for $350.
Man, I'm gonna have to give you a try.
I gave him a try. I gave that nigga the $350, son.
I'm a try.
And that nigga called me the next day, like, you know what I'm saying? And come pick your paper up. You could go get your license reinstated. So why that shit was $1,798 and went down, and you could handle it for $350? Like that goes into.
And this is the thing, you know, he put his tags on, you know.
Right. That shit really costs $100.
$100.
Right. Now you got to think about it like this from a broader spectrum, bro. Because I work with a lot of people, man, and I'm not gonna say nothing about incriminating nobody else. But you know, you got to think about it. Even in this parish right here, man, I done seen so many people come to work. Oh, I just caught a speeding ticket. I'm gonna call my cousin up in the office.
Oh, fucking right.
And they gonna throw the ticket out.
Facts. I ain't lying.
Never to be seen or heard from again. Never go on the insurance, nothing. You know what I'm saying? But here we is fighting tooth and nail.
Yeah, man.
Like that's another thing we never, and it might be something that I don't tap into as far as politics, as far as your local offices that determine how much tickets gonna be and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know tickets, court costs. You know what I'm saying?
That motherfucker be voting Democrat. Ticket price steady rise at the bottom of that
$350 for a seatbelt ticket. Oh shit, we gotta get this nigga out of office
for real though.
But
man.
you know, it's just like that's the side of when I was telling you I want to tap more into politics and shit like that gotta be where it all stems from.
I definitely want to tap into the access. I want to know who is who. You know what I'm saying?
If y'all really want to check it out, man, most of those paperwork that's coming through is just like an application for the IRS. All the tickets, any ticket you get, it got to get approved through the IRS, federal government. You know what I'm saying? Anything, misdemeanor, whatever, they send in an application. It's almost like how you file your taxes. Yeah, that's basically what they doing. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, they probably, you know, hey, look, you in debt to the court. So you being in debt to the court and being in debt to that application is two totally different things because their fees may only be $15. You know what I'm saying? For that misdemeanor that you probably got.
I'm about to just start calling the IRS. Man, what y'all doing, man? Let me ask you something.
Who this is?
Yeah, I don't owe y'all no money or something, but let's just say I did.
Right.
Damn, bro.
I just gotta learn
it. It's crazy because I could tell both of y'all learning a lot just dealing with this. Like, you know, I got another partner that's locked up. I'm like, man, they be knowing the law, son.
Right.
Like, bro, when you come home, like, I would definitely let this nigga defend me. Right. Like, he know the law.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, knowing the law, dog, is almost like having life insurance. You know what I'm saying? You need to know the law, but when you really need to know it, when you're in trouble.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? People don't look at it like, man, let me just brush up on my law.
And you know, to further that, man, what you just said is absolutely correct. But don't learn the law when you get in trouble.
Right.
Learn the law when they pulling you over. You know what I'm saying? Think about that, bro. You know, it's certain things that you can say because they recording you. If they not recording you at that time, whenever they pull you over on that camera on their chest, they recording you on the front end of that car.
Oh yeah, I be telling you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's certain things that you can and can't say that can be recorded. Hey, look, y'all pull that footage. Pull it real quick.
Right, man. I just seen a dude not say nothing. Like the last little
and you got
TikTok
every right.
or something, dude just put his window down a little bit.
Gave him his paperwork. That's all you got to do because they literally, a police officer is a third party representative of the government. You don't have to say nothing to them. That's why whenever they come to your car, they ask you a question. They ask you a question because they want you to respond.
Like, yeah.
Because now you done gave up that very first thing they tell you right before they arrest you.
Remain silent.
Exactly.
Like, dude, I got pulled over for a speeding ticket one time, dude. Like, where you going so fast? Like, son, where the fuck I could tell you I'm going that you're not going to give me this ticket?
Right,
because
that's exactly
that's
where
I'm going.
Right.
I'm going to heaven.
Yeah, I'm going to heaven right now, dog.
I was trying to get enough speed to get off of this road and start flying.
Slow it up my road. We stopping my blessing.
Like, why you asking me that shit? I'm already mad because you done pulled me over.
Right.
Like nigga just
going,
I'm going to buy a crack. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, we got an honest criminal.
Right.
Wait, what?
But for real, man, I'm glad you pull up and tap in too. Like I said, I wanted to get you on, because I ain't know if we was gonna really be able to get in touch with him, and you know what I'm saying,
no doubt,
we've been talked about it. But we never plugged you in, man.
Yeah, man.
Plug yourself in, man.
Hey, this Malcolm, man, big brother,
Yeah.
aka Malcolm Westley, Akari Williams' big brother, and ever since 2014 when he originally got incarcerated, man, him and a couple of his co-defendants. We've been tapped into this case since day one, and we just need a fair shake. And it don't matter who out there listening and who can say something to somebody else that may know something, you know what I'm saying? Everything that we say is on public documents, so it's not nothing that, that's hidden. It's out there. It's just not exposed. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the incarcerations that go on with a lot of black people is because they don't know things and they submit to certain things because a lot of people not really willing to fight for them. And a support system go a long ways for everybody that is incarcerated, bro. And that's real talk. Like, cause if you got somebody out there that can help you do what you need to do and try and get your documents or whatever the situation may be, you know what I'm saying? Like, that helps.
Yeah,
it helps
depend on your lawyer.
Because you can't get it from it now.
Because you be lucky you see a lawyer. The only time you may see a lawyer is the day or a week before court.
And I ain't even get to ask them about how this shit is now to COVID.
Oh, you can't. They can't get in.
Right. I was finna say, he told me he had sat for a minute waiting on a trial, huh?
Right.
Because
and then
of COVID.
a lot of the motions that was going on, they kept pushing it back because of COVID. So,
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's crazy because on the back end of the spectrum, like, you only give this man a couple of days to file a motion. But hey, if his lawyer not responding, you know what I'm saying, post-trial, and we trying to reach out to him and he not responding, but you only give us 10 days. When we hire another lawyer, that's just like getting another mechanic to do work behind another mechanic that done took your motor apart.
Yeah, you got to.
They got to look into what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? They can't just file a motion in a day or two because they don't know what's going on. They trying to pick up the pieces that this dude done messed up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the end of the day, like we said, bro, they won't go against each other. You'll never see another attorney, not a lawyer, because there's only 4 lawyers in the world. So,
hold on. Explain that. Who the 4 lawyers in the world is?
Well, I don't know who they are exactly, but I know there's 4 lawyers in the world. Anytime you are a PhD doctoring type degree, is what I'm saying. Like, you got attorneys at law, which are people that probably maybe graduated with their bachelor's, master's, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And they stop. They didn't go after their document, their doctorate, you know what I'm saying, to actually know the law to the fullest extent. That's why he said what he said. You know what I'm saying? Them lawyers don't work because they don't know how. They don't have the lawyer jargon that's supposed to be equipped for them to fight for you.
Man, this is the thing about a lawyer and just
attorney,
a district attorney, a prosecutor, a judge. Man, that's people, and people, just being a person, it's pretty hard to keep a consistent way of feeling and thinking. Like, you got life going on. You know what I'm saying? So, just imagine you catch an attorney when he's supposed to be working on your case, but his wife cheating on him.
Yeah, he going through something himself.
But how you stop that though?
You know
I mean,
you can't stop life.
It gotta be people for sure.
It's gonna definitely have to be people, but it's like, from dealing with that shit, they have, people have all kind of shit going on, and it's hard to balance that shit out.
Right.
Yeah, so you can't. Fairness is not something you could. You know what I'm saying? See, you can't see a person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, what kind of evaluation? What kind of, because one of my partners that's in law enforcement told me like that they heavily monitored. He worked for, you know, the secret little firm. He was like, man, we heavily monitored like what come to our phone, emails. They constantly looking in our life. He up there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like maybe something like that need to be in order for these attorneys, you know what I'm saying? If you are an attorney and you going through it with your wife or old lady, like, you know, like,
man, they do that shit. Every attorney be fucking disbarred.
Right. But it's like, you know, you just know, there's people. Like, I feel like on a daily basis, I'm at a pretty level head, the same move basically every day. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's consistency.
Right. And it's like you just dealing with people. And then you got people that, you know, that can't take criticism, that don't, you done made a mistake.
And then you got old people in there who think differently.
Right.
Don't even want to understand how the new world is.
Oh, he was selling drugs.
Yeah. And see, you got to think about it also like this. It's an occupation. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how long they've been up there. That don't mean they learned more as they've been up there.
Right.
They just know how to manipulate paper. You know what I'm saying? They make their job easier through the paperwork that they got to manipulate. You know, you got a job, I got a job. And if any type of paperwork that we got coming on, the longer we be on this job, the better we are
at doing it.
Basically organizing the work.
Yeah.
Because now I'm going to get him to do this.
And just like you say, following the motion the last minute, like, he might not be a good person with time. Oh shit, I gotta do that paperwork for this. Right. Now y'all in trouble, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because I know one thing, I fucking paperwork and shit, I wouldn't be good at it.
Yeah. And you know another thing that that baffled me was, you know, him and the co-defendant was on trial at the same time. Now his attorney spoke up, and he spoke up, his attorney spoke up about, you know, the evidence. Because it was illegal, hands down. You know, whenever it ended up over there where it was at, the lady was acting as a police officer. You know what I'm saying? Like, she basically said, "Oh, we think this drugs."
Oh, you talking about on the other end?
On the other end.
Can you get into that? Like, this package that ended up at his house.
Right.
Ended up, you know, getting him arrested without him knowing exactly what the
it was.
So where did it came from, and you know, how did the police even get on to it?
Well, originally in the paperwork, this is what it states, that this lady had a suspicion that it was drugs. So now, from what we found out, was she was actually getting paid to try from the police in that district that she's in. Like, this on public, you know what I'm saying? All of this is on public document, I promise you. Nothing I'm saying is falsified. So we found out she was getting paid.
Right.
So she was acting as an officer. But you went through this package. You opened up this package without a warrant. And then you turned around and repackaged it.
Okay.
And you shipped it off.
All right. So he was telling me that, but I read the what was in the report. And so it sounded like, all right, this California detective got a call about a suspicious package. It wasn't opened yet. It wasn't nothing. That's what it sounded like in the report. But you saying that whoever worked for where
it was the worker at the place that you know.
So like I go in the facility and ship a package.
Let's say you go to the UPS place right now, and you got a box, and you ready to ship this off to your brother, and you say, "Oh yeah, here we go." They're gonna tell you how much it weighed. They're gonna, you know, make you fill out your information. They put the stamp on it. They send it. Well, this wasn't the case with that. Whatever the case was, she ended up opening the package. She ended up opening the package, called the police. Now, any federal worker, dog, any federal worker, you cannot go through nobody package without either consent or
unless you
a
my
search
goddamn
warrant.
mama. She
Right.
But
But before it get to, you know, destination B from destination A, you can't do that without a search warrant or without, you know what I'm saying, consent. And she did that. She did that.
I see how they pencil whipped it or pen whipped it. It sound like
they made it
they just got a call and then they, you know, say they hit the package with the.
No, they opened the package. They opened the package and then they retaped the package.
And then they call.
So that's why the evidence itself was deemed insufficient. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't. They initially put it in court as evidence, and they put her on the stand as a witness. But when they found out later that she was acting as a police officer because she was getting paid by the police officer to do this,
to do stuff like this.
Yes.
So,
and she did that without a warrant. If you acting as a police officer, you can't go do nothing without a warrant.
Right, because in the ruling, they had to get it. They had to hit on it, make sure it was that, and then
they do what they got to do.
But it's like it's like how they had it worded in the report. It was like package was heavily taped and suspect paid for shipping with cash, and that's normally a telltale sign that
it's like a red flag.
Flag that is, you know what I'm saying.
But they procedures was deemed unconstitutional, unlawful. So again, by his attorney not filing the motion to suppress the evidence, which they did have up in court, and they used that in evidence in front of the jury to sway the jury, but then was deemed, you know what I'm saying, unlawful after court. How you do that? I thought most of the evidence that you got, it's supposed to get ran through and see if it's admissible or not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they didn't do that. They did that backwards, is what I'm saying. They supposed to do that for pretrial.
Right, I got you.
And they never did that. You know, they went through their motion. They did all of that. They swayed the jury. The jury made their verdict. And then after that, behind the scenes, look, if y'all want to file a motion to suppress the evidence, then you got 10 days.
And in 10 days, that dude just chilling.
Damn, bro. It's like...
It's sad, bro.
We need to hear more of this, man, because I know there's more people out there that's fighting that system. You know, I just happen to know, you know.
And that's what I hope, comes out of this, This was like one of our first type of, phone interview podcast. I felt like it was important, it's time sensitive, just to get the ball rolling. I'm hoping this, if we got anybody else out there, not anybody, but, serious cases like this where it's truly unlawful, everything unfair, like, man, you trying to shed light on that too. Because I think the more the merrier, man. When you start seeing an abundance of these cases that's not right.
Right. Yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying? People put a little bit more fuel behind it.
And I'll be tapped in, like I say, I got the documents about 2 days ago, and boy, like I read all that shit. Right. I know names, I saw everything, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, we can't let this one go down, bro. Because that's the main thing he always say, Drew, they stole me.
Yeah.
They stole me. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's not, you see that. It's not what you know, it's what you could prove, bro.
Yeah.
And like just from them, how they presented the evidence, blacked out, one-sided, they had a solid case on their end, made it look like.
Right. That's just like anybody buying, you know what I'm saying, a car salesman. Like if he trying to sell you a car, hey, look, I'm going to tell you everything that's good about this car.
Right.
So it's going to make it seem appealing. I'm not going to say, hey, man, by the way, it got a cracked head gasket.
Yeah, that flood in Houston. Yeah, that's where it come from.
Right. Matilda did it.
Oh, yeah, it's real pristine. It runs good. AC's cold, everything.
There's about to be a lot of that going on, nigga. The taxes about to come out.
Right? Them flood whips, boy. Them idle whips. Gonna stay down. Look how the car you is. 20 idle, boy. They still got water stains on the back seat.
Yeah, man.
Man, I'm glad y'all tapped in, bro. And anytime you want to tap back in, bro. Yeah. You learn something new and you home and you be like, man, I won't. Yeah. You could come sit back right here and, you know what I'm saying, tap
think of it as an outlet, bro. Anything you know, man, look, we putting it out there.
Man, I appreciate y'all, bro.
Real shit. Cause
I know you
it's bigger than everybody. It's bigger than us.
This vibe is only the brand, man. Goode Street Podcast. We out.